Miss Rankin. How do you do? What are you doing here?
I'm out here for the summer. Father let me have his house all to myself. I thought I'd take a look at his quarry.
Well, let me show you around, Miss Rankin. This is the best flake granite in the whole state of Connecticut. Well, last month we shipped...
Who is that man?
What man, Miss Rankin?
No, never mind. Why do you always stare at me?
For the same reason you've been staring at me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you didn't, you'd be much more astonished and much less angry, Miss Franklin.
So you know my name.
You've been advertising it loudly enough.
You'd better not be insolent. I can have you fired at a moment's notice.
Shall I call the superintendent?
No, of course not. But since you know who I am, you'd better stop looking at me when I come here. It might be misunderstood.
I don't think so.
Come in.
Good evening, Miss Franklin. You sent for me?
Yes. Would you like to make some extra money?
Certainly, Miss Franklin.
That marble piece is broken and has to be replaced. I want you to take it out.
Yes, Miss Franklin. Now it's broken and has to be replaced.
Would you know what kind of marble this is and where to order a new piece like it?
Yes, Miss Franklin.
Go ahead then, take it out.
Yes, Miss Franklin.
I'm sorry. You might have thought that I was laughing at you. But it wasn't because. I didn't want to disturb you. I'm sure you're anxious to finish and get out of here. I mean because you must be tired. But there must be things you'd like to talk about.
Oh, yes, Miss Franklin.
Well?
I think this is an atrocious fireplace.
Really? This house was designed by my father. There's no point in your discussing architecture.
None at all.
Should we choose some other subject?
Yes, Miss Franklin. Generally speaking, there are three kinds of marble: the white, the onyx, and the green. This last must not be considered a true marble. True marble is a metamorphic form of limestone produced by heat and pressure. Pressure is a powerful factor. It leads to consequences which, once started, cannot be controlled.
What consequences?
The infiltration of foreign elements from the surrounding soil to form the colored streaks found in most marbles. This is pure white marble. You should be very careful, Miss Francon, to accept nothing but a stone of the same quality. This is Alabama marble, very high grade, very hard to find. What shall I do with the stone?
Leave it here. I'll have it removed.
All right. I'll order a new piece cut to measure and have it delivered to you. Do you wish me to set it?
Yes, certainly. I'll let you know when it comes. How much do I owe you? Keep the change.
Thank you, Miss Franklin.
Good night.
Good night, Miss Franklin.
Come in.
The man sent from the quarry, Miss Francon.
Who are you?
Pasquale Orsini.
What do you want?
The tall guy down at the quarry told me you got a fireplace you wanted me to fix.
Yes, of course. I forgot. Go ahead. Why didn't you come to set the marble?
I didn't think it would make any difference to you who came. Or did it, Miss Francon?
was a man you had here. A tall, gaunt man who worked a drill. Where is he?
Oh, yes, that one. He's gone.
Gone?
Clint left for New York, I think.
When?
2 days ago.
What was his... No. No, I don't want to know his name.
If you want me to find him for you, Miss Franken.
No.
I don't know what to do. I give up. I've gone the limit. I'm at my wit's end.
That's not going very far, Alva.
It's all right for you to make cracks, but I'm in trouble. We need some excitement to boost circulation. I've got to invent a crusade, and I don't know what on earth the crusade about.
We started a campaign against streetcar monopolies.
We did that 2 years ago. Then we had a crusade against canned vegetables, and a crusade against Wall Street. Now, what else is there to be against? Dominique, you're such a smart woman. Couldn't you think of...
I'm not good at that sort of thing.
Gail Wyman expects results. The banner's got to be active. I racked my brain, and I can't think of anything to denounce.
I can.
What?
This.
Oh, who cares about a building?
My dear editor, depends on how you handle it. That building is an outrage against art and a threat to public safety. It might collapse at any moment. Nobody's ever used that structural method before.
Yeah?
The owner of it is Roger Enright, one of those self-made men. Stubborn and rich as blazes. It's always safe to denounce the rich. Everyone will help you. The rich first.
Yeah.
Howard Road. Who is he?
I wouldn't know. Think what you could do with it. Here's a super luxury apartment house going up, and there's all those poor people who have to live in the slums.
Say, we could have some Sunday supplement stories about beautiful girls who were victims of the slums.
With pictures and 3-color process.
You've got something there, Ellsworth. You've got it. It's a wonderful idea. I know where to locate it.
You know that this Enright house is a great building.
Perhaps one of the greatest.
Ellsworth, what are you after?
I dare say nobody knows what I'm after. They will, though, when the time comes.
So we've got 3 wonderful angles. Highbrow stories about the bad art, scare stories about the girders collapsing, sob stories about the poor. We get everybody riled up without any opposition at all. Who wants to defend it? It's only a building. Now, my first step would be...
Don't bother me with details. It's good. Go ahead. Dewey can handle it. What a surprise, and what a lovely contrast to my usual visiting. Please sit down.
You have approved the campaign against the Enright house.
Yes, of course. It'll stir up a lot of noise. I'm sailing in my yacht next week. I'll be gone all winter. This thing will keep me busy while I'm away.
Have you seen drawings of the Enright house?
No?
Please send for it.
What for?